Well, let's speak now to Joshua Faust, who's a fellow at the American Security Project. He served as an advisor to the civilian culture to the U.S. forces in Afghanistan. Joshua, very sketchy details on that car bomb that appears to have gone off there. But what did you notice from President Obama's speech? We've been dissecting it. Anything particularly unusual?
Not really. President Obama had telegraphed exactly what he was going to say in the speech all along. What I actually found more interesting was what he didn't say. The Department of Defense just released its biannual progress report, voicing concerns about corruption in the Afghan government and about militant safe havens in Pakistan. President Obama didn't mention either one of those things, either in his speech or in the statements that the White House released concerning the Strategic Partnership Agreement. So it'll be interesting to see how the two of those play out.
So when you say the U.S. not seeking any bases in Afghanistan, that's been very controversial, hasn't it, that there could be, as it were, U.S. soil where Afghanistan stands?
Big time, and that's actually a rhetorical crutch that the Taliban have used to try to gin up support in the countryside. Is saying these are foreign infidels, these are non-Muslims, and they're trying to set up permanent shop here to occupy Muslim lands. I think the language in the agreement is so specific and explicit about not allowing permanent U.S. bases, specifically to undercut that line that the Taliban have used to try to draw up recruitment.
And Joshua, you're a fellow at the American Security Project, and I know we're only getting very scant details about this car bomb, but that just goes to show, doesn't it, that the president touches down under cover of darkness, all secret, and then within what looks like 3 hours of him speaking, they're able to mount some sort of attack.
Absolutely, and this happened before under the Bush administration as well. When Dick Cheney visited Afghanistan in, I think it was 2007, his convoy was also, or at least the base that he was staying on, was struck by suicide bombers as well. So there's kind of a pattern here, and I think the U.S. was expecting it.
And just briefly, does that mean that ISAF actually is not going to be able to cope?
I'm not sure it does. ISAF is pretty able to handle itself. The question that they're trying to answer in the public's mind by releasing things like the progress report they came out with today, and then all of the statements surrounding the SPA that President Obama was saying about Afghan partnership and Afghan leadership, is trying to make the case that Afghans can take the lead going forward.
Joshua Faust from the American Security Project, thank you.